Alright, it's finally time for the final part of this class trial. Let's do this. Hold on, hang on. Oh, mouse keys on screen over now. Give me just a minute, guys. There we go.
This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Trying to get that mouse away. Hold on. There we go.
Huh?
Wait. Okay, so he's saying you always know the culprit just like you always do, but what's going on here?
Yes, of course.
Are you saying he doesn't know?
Yeah? What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
Dude, you are totally flustered. Hang on a sec, guys. It hasn't been unplugging this much, which is great. So I've been doing like 3 times now. What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
Sure, what doesn't he know?
You don't know, do you?
You can't hide that from me, dude.
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either? Monokuma doesn't know. What does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
And that's insane.
Murder Monokuma can figure out?
But he has cameras everywhere.
What's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras, strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electro bomb to scramble whatever that was.
Oh, that's clever.
The electro bomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden. I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosoles...
What about them?
Yes. The exosoles weren't protecting Monokuma.
They were making sure he couldn't interfere.
That's it!
They were watching him.
They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
I like that tiny cells were on autopilot, but I want to observe him.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosome, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info was revealing some interesting sharing with you guys. If you share instead, that way it'd be fair to all participants.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
Right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosoles to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
If that was the case, I'm pretty dang sure a lot of these elements of this case would be cleared up if he was.
What? But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
You totally lied.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us.
Because he told us doesn't mean it could always be the truth.
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
And we know that because the moment he revealed he was the supposed mastermind, Monokuma hasn't shown his face at all until the investigation. If he was truly the mastermind, I'm pretty sure Monokuma would have spoken up about it.
No way I lied!
What's to say you're telling the truth now?
I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me.
And if you were controlling Monokuma, that means you and Monokuma were the only ones who knew about who the culprit was. But the fact that Monokuma doesn't know, meaning you're not the mastermind.
The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How can we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I gotta run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer.
Absolutely, man.
If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies. Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us! Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward.
Aren't you normally the forward one?
What?
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
What are you getting at?
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
I should have listened to my gut, gosh dang it. Why? Why didn't I listen to my gut?
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
And I don't think he would have, because I would have given his whole identity away.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Do you want to know? Well, I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, because everything I say now be the truth, alright?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Why would Mew make a remote control like that? She said she had no interest in fighting against Monokuma. Use remote control?
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, none of us knew.
Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
If that's the case, why didn't she use that instead of murdering someone?
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
How do you even get close to the exosols? You would have like one shot to take out one exosol.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Because if Mew was still alive by the time Electro Bomb and Electro Hammer were created, that means the Monocubs were still alive too. At least Monotaro and Monica were alive, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let anyone get near the exosols.
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite.
Of course he did.
Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Oh, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
We just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
I had a feeling we are.
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi? Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
And if he's not the mastermind, who is?
I highly doubt they're gonna reveal themselves now.
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
Because there always is. What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Oh, I do.
But I wanna know.
So do I. The real mastermind is not Kokichi. Look at the kid. I was thinking there's drinking Mishima, but that can't be it. She's dead. I've never come into contact with her. But still, who's done this? Who's planned this killing man?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma.
But he literally just said he doesn't know who the culprit is, so why would you leave a decision that important in someone's hands like that?
But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore.
Is he trying to get him involved?
You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
He's really got no choice, because he doesn't know the answer and he's going to rely solely on us for it. What?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial! Me versus Monokuma!
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I aim to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind. True.
Don't I know that?
And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
Then what would you do? The outside world is gone.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
You would know who that is. Or rather, what the group is if you go on.
Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
Are you on our side? What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? What?
Who invited you?
Yeah, leave our party, dang it.
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Now you want to be on our side. After 3 games and 3 years of torment, now you want to be on my side? Get out of here.
We were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
I mean, yes, but dude, seriously?
Yeah! Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? we've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Yep.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both robots.
Yeah. So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence that I couldn't wrap my head around. The evidence is the murder video. Because if Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, what evidence needs to be analyzed again? The murder video.
This is it! Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press. Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with a hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it.
Exactly.
Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Let's not hug him. There is a bomb in him that, you know, if someone tries to get close to him, he will go off.
Huh? Really?
Oh, I know that because what Mondo did. Well, he wasn't trying to hug him. He was trying to throw him across the gymnasium. But the point is, you can't get close to him.
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
That could be one of them, but why? It's not the main reason. You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. If you want Monokuma to make a mistake when showing us the video, it must have something to do with you trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder, but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? What can't be identified even after watching the dead body footage? Shoot. Oh heck. That ain't good. Give me a second, please. We have like 4 minutes there. There we go. What a mistake. Wait, what? Wait, the victim. It still can't be confirmed, but even though it says it's Kaito, there is something in that video that completely threw me off. Something that we should all know about.
I see now! The victim.
Huh? Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. That might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
What the frick?
Switched? Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
But who else would it be?
Where would he even get another body?
He's not the mastermind. Yeah, where else would it have gone?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
There's no biolab in this school. And trust me, I checked. There's no biolab, and I'm pretty sure if there was, it would have been revealed by now.
If there wasn't any body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim?
There's something there that's
And
bugging
we
me.
already established that the footage was not doctored in any way.
It may not have been doctored, but it could have been paused.
The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Me and my big mouth!
Yeah, that's your fault, buddy.
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
What do you mean by that?
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that? See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done. So we can't just give up here.
Was it really the pause thing that I said?
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victim switched places? If Kaito is alive or not?
Start out
Don't think the
hoping.
thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then, let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned. Kimiko, if you call her that again...
Yeah, they're not exactly close friends.
Yes, please.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Together. Don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only gonna wear you down. Times where you gotta rely on your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
These you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
Might be.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places. I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. But Peachy made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
Of course. Trick to that video. What could it be? What's suspicious about it?
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out!
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a bit,
Oh wait, he noticed! Right there! No! Wait, Shuichi.
There must be some trick to that video. So don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a bit.
True, but it shouldn't have stopped to begin with.
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
Any other bright ideas? Come on, everybody, speak up!
There must be some...
So I get back to Twiga.
That video to me. When the hydraulic press
And it should not have stopped, but it did. That's what's suspicious.
Kiba was onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
it stopped for moments. Watch. There. See?
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
That's the only reason I can think of. That's because the person controlling it stopped it themselves. It was the force stop key, wasn't it? Gotta get rid of these.
I see it! The only way to stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what up? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
That's true.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling.
That's true too.
That would have clearly been caught on camera.
Camera was rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
The bodies were switched. The rest of the bodies easily. Was it seriously the pause button? Oh, crap. No. Yeah. Get back here, Miss. Get back here, Radical. But again, what was I saying? It was, is it seriously the pause button? Because that's the only reason I think I can think of, really.
I see it! The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press. Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press.
That's how they did it.
After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
It's not edited, it's not doctored, it was paused to make sure that whoever's under the press was under the film.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
No, you haven't.
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Pin that down. Where's the camera set up? It was set up right here on the press controls.
There!
It has to be nearby, right?
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here.
But they had to stop the press and the camera at the same time. Of course, it was set up under the controls.
To operate the press and the camera at the same time, it would have to be near the switch.
You can tell right from
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Cameron,
cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
That's true.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Let me just save here, because I haven't saved since this whole class trial started.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
I don't even know. I didn't realize they were making a reference.
Then, that logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Alive.
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body. So Kaito's still alive!
Well, wait just a minute.
Wait, come on, man.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he...
He's not the mastermind.
Wait, the mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be
I
reused?
mean, it was used last time in the first game, so... Only the mastermind could do that.
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
He kinda has to at this point.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
And you can tell because of the executions, there's no way he... Kaine's is absolutely gone because of how the piano closed on the body. Kurumi's fell to the ground. Kurekyo's has literally been melted away. Gonta has been burned to death. And we don't know what's gonna happen to the culprit this time.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at that time. They were the ones present during the body swapping trick. And the real victim was... the other person in the hangar. Kokichi Oma. If it wasn't an old body, it could only be...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at the time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. I was gonna die. Couldn't let anything escape me this time. How were the bodies swapped with only 2 people in the hangar? Well, that's simple. The victim could have very well been I already got it. The lights back on. Wait, the victim was helped.
I see now.
That's amazing.
I can't believe I overlooked this.
What do you mean?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Kaito and Kokichi working together. I can't see the day.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. They switched places while the press and the camera were stopped. Then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
The culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
I mean, it can. There's no rule stating it can't.
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
Yeah. Culprit of this case. My detective work hasn't failed me. The culprit inside that exo. Oh, they're gone now. There's no picture there. Only be them. If Kokichi is dead, the only person left is Kaito. He's the culprit.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera. At first, if the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped,
That means Kokichi was
the
over there.
culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito.
I didn't want to believe it. I even said so during the investigation. Why would Kaito kill him? If they truly cooperated, Kaito must have told him. Kokichi must have told him something.
So, the person inside that exosome isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
He was pretending to be Kokichi this whole time.
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either.
I don't want to believe it either. But it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
One conclusion I didn't want. Then again, I didn't want Kaito to die either. And look where that ended up.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
It was only a matter of time before this heartbreaking result would happen again.
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit.
No, you're not, Maki. Stop.
There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
We just proved that they were working together. Maki, you may have shot him. Wait, if Kaito is the one who lived, does that mean he killed Kokichi before the poison set in?
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito.
That's what I was gonna say. How did he do that?
There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? That's what I want to do too, man. But there's no running away now. If he's the culprit, you're trying to help him get away?
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
You don't know the answer.
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
That's not the truth, Maki. You know that. I thought so. Maki is trying to protect Kaito. I understand how she feels. If Kaito is the culprit, why did he agree to Kokichi's plan? I can't imagine that Kaito would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it. I truly believe that. Let's get to the bottom of this before I can uncover that truth.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
We saw the cap on the bottle still. If he had truly if he had truly taken the antidote, that bottle cap would be off.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility. I killed Kaito!
You need to calm down. We need to speak about this. There's no way you killed him. And we have to shut you up with certain evidence to do it.
I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito!
Wait.
You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow.
Crap. My controller's unplugged.
There's no other possibility. What do you know? I killed Kaito! You're the one who's wrong. He died from my poison arrow. There's no other possibility.
No, you're wrong.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way. You're so goddamn annoying. It doesn't matter what you say.
You need to accept the truth, Maki.
So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Wait, no, that's completely wrong.
I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him. I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
He pretended to drink it!
It ends here!
Kaito's the one who drank it.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie. Maki could only see so much through the window.
That's true.
She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito.
And that started the plan.
There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Because he couldn't cooperate if he was dead.
Make him cooperate?
Blackmail.
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage. He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character. And Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
Didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
Unless you were Kokichi.
He went so far as to give up his life, just to create this mystery?
He really is pulling a Nagito.
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious.
And a certain Hope Boy, but we're not getting into that.
Who else were willing to die just to execute their plan?
Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad! Shuichi figured out the truth!
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
What do you mean by that?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being an extra.
Why?
Huh? Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth!
Dang it.
But why? You were being so friendly with us.
Seriously? Monokuma being friendly? That's a delusion right there.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
If you're cooperating with his plan, you must have a reason. To determine that reason, you need to reveal the truth.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking of it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Closing argument time. Let's finish this. I've seen the item from Himiko, the culprits. Okay, so what do we got here? Culprits. Oh, no. I can't really screw up right now. I have 3 hits here. Who did Maki hit with the electro hit? She hit the exit. Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? We don't have that yet. What opened the shutter and got inside the hammer? The next step. Who was hit by the first arrow Kokichi fired? Again, we don't have that. Who was hit by the second arrow? Again, we don't have that. What did Kokichi take from the culprit is the only answer. After Maki left, what weapon did Kokichi take out? The electro bomb. Who actually drank the antidotes? Culprit leaving the bathroom. Why is Peach driving around to create a trail of blood? What's in that evidence? Alright. What evidence did the culprit leave in the bathroom? Or no, there wasn't anything. The darkness first. It was the culprit first. Who's playing the hydrant plus last? Peachy. Actually drank the antidotes. The culprit themselves. Culprits assembled the crossbow. I have to knock all of these and piece together from there. Alright. Where did the culprit shoot Confusion? He's right on the first. Who's there by the first arrow Monkey fired? Peach is back. Who's there by the second arrow Monkey fired? The culprit's left arm by complete accident. The culprit leaving the bathroom. 3 arrows to prove that they were together. And finally, what evidence did the culprit flush on the toilet? Peach's clothes. To fabricate it all.
This is the truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an Exisal and climbed inside. She knew Exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an Exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard.
And that was Maki.
The shutter of the hangar opened, and an Exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an Exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the Exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow.
Never doubt an assassin's speed.
The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike 9 poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow.
But that's when she shot.
But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise.
And don't deny that, Maki. He is your beloved.
To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab, and immediately ran off to get it.
The only reason she didn't bring it is because she didn't think she was going to be shooting the one she loved.
The strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems, and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar, so she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window.
Then he took it.
But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote, while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow, but it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Miu to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan.
He really had no choice. Kokichi, his mortal enemy, just saved his life. So Kaiser really had no choice but to agree with him.
Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail.
That's exactly what it was.
In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare, and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time.
As As much as he's been a jerk to us this entire game, I feel bad for him. He must have been in a lot of pain. Just to do that. Single motion.
The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view,
He stopped both.
Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched
Aw,
places
jeez.
and also switched roles.
Now seeing the guy shirtless, look at how he got hit. There's so much blood.
The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera.
Actually didn't want to do it. That was the plan.
Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video.
Imagine the voice actor's reaction. He was like, "You did what? You killed my character like this?"
The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again.
Nobody wants to see a crushed body.
This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick.
Explained perfectly. I'm so sorry, Kaito, but it's you.
The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Really? Is it really, Kaito?
Who else could it be?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man! Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions!
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Out of all Blackens to admit their crimes, I thought it'd be you, Kaito.
Admit it? But it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Is Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. Sure that Kaito is inside the exo. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is that Monokuma? Is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you?
I have all the evidence in the world.
You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up.
The only one who would know is the one who's still alive, and that's you, Kaito.
So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead.
How stubborn can you be?
Not just possible. It's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma.
That's not good. Let's try to get it right, okay?
What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
Ruin? I see, so that's your objective. You need to ruin the killing game itself. That's why Kaito's been so stubborn all this time. What does that mean to ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
I'm never on your side, buddy. Let's just make that super extra clear. Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic, and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito. Not as a detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
Are we gonna lie?
One last conversation?
Because I noticed you didn't do that at all.
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Let's do one final lie, just to shake things up.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Kaito's trying to win the game, so I was hiding the truth. I know exactly why, but it's finished working on that. Good news is on the way. I'm gonna turn it. What if I turn it all inside? Yes, I need to lie.
All right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one.
No, it's Kaito.
I'll reveal the truth.
He was actually spotted. Kokichi himself.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
If Kokichi is really the victim, he won't be able to call me out on my lies. Time to see how good you are at lying, Kaito.
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry to see him today. Kaito is trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin this class trial. Kaito's just about to do this, and I'll stand my ground. I believe in Kaito. I believe in what he's trying to do. He's not going to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I agree. Just don't vote for him.
I'm not wrong.
We can't vote for Kaito!
Stop it! That's enough!
There you go.
Huh?
He's the real one.
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right...
Why? I was just being dramatic, man, but why? This is not going to be like the Chiaki trial, I'm going to tell you that much for certain.
then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Kaito!
He's alive.
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time.
No!
Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it?
Knowing my stubbornness, I'd vote for Kokichi on purpose, but...
I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
I don't want to do this.
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma! Let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
The real one this time. I didn't want to vote for Kaede, any of the other Blackens. But if you truly say you're the culprit, Kaito, who am I to deny you your reason to say the same?
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
What kind of partner would I be if I didn't have my own partner? Someone else.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
What the frick? Come on, Kaito. Doing this to me? Guess this is what you wanted.
Well,
The culprit's gonna confess, and I guess even morons can't screw this one up.
absolutely
The
right.
Blackened who killed Kokichi Oma is Kaito Momota. You all got it right. So I got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Maki will vote for me. What a relief. I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong.
But you know...
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
Jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. Why am I not surprised he did that? Because even Kaito, that's difficult to act like that the entire time. He's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events, too. He planned everything out, to the detail. Dang. Even so, I had to add, like, you guys couldn't tell, though, huh?
Come on,
Oh,
man.
guys, don't look so sad. You guys got it right, it's all good. That's not the part we're sad about.
Why?
you about to die. Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why did you kill him? I believe he absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Maki, should we protect Kaito? Or just believe in him, like me?
That's right.
Should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean...
Then he told me I had to cooperate with his plan.
Hey!
Plan? What plan? I've been thinking, this whole time of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
Throw them off guard? What are you talking about? You're the mastermind. That was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
Pretended? You all fell for it, but you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control, I had you make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard, using guns and making him a murderer. All the preparations just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
What the hell? Why'd you all do that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind?
Shit!
Was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end it. I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game. But instead this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happens? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why? It's the true mastermind and instigated it. I'm certain of it. They made a move without us noticing. Man, thanks to that everything is ruined.
Hold on!
The true mastermind instigated it? So that person is they also instigated Maki's actions too?
I'm disappointed.
They probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind. What? My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remember the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truths with the mastermind more. Huh? What? Maybe the true mastermind had us use flashback lights. So we target Kokichi as women of despair?
Which means...
Oh,
okay.
Wait. Shoot. Why did that just skip past 3 lines of dialogue? I am so sorry, guys. My controller was like, hey, let's not do that today. Let me just reread that stuff. So the flashback light itself was the true mastermind's trap all along. They expected us to target Kokichi and to remember he was a woman of despair. Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true masterminds. But doing so is all rather convenient for the true masterminds. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a woman of despair. We're all students of Holistic Academy, and our fates are tied to women of despair. I never would imagine that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the true masterminds. I don't know about that flashback light. Guess it's another mystery for you.
I mean...
Like I was saying.
You know...
Then who is this true mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either.
But...
It doesn't matter, we can't lose. This game is pointless. Unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. Well, I'm on the verge of losing. My plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaito, I need you to kill me.
What?
What?
I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim so he'd mess up. If he ruled that either Maki rule or Kokichi were the Blackens, then I'd show myself, and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
But...
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care if he messed up who the Blacken was? And this is what he said.
Well, you know...
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules if they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there would be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There'd be no point making this a game in the first place.
But...
Monokuma's been a stickler about the rules, about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
Which means...
Monokuma's aware that someone else is watching us. In which case, I have no doubt this death game is being shown to someone. Yeah, me.
What did you say?
Is this some kind of show?
But...
Who'd be watching? The only people left alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's right, the flashback light is the reason we remember that.
Nah.
Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if there's no one watching? Wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong. Why he relied on Shuichi.
Yeah.
Just like Kokichi said, if this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. If Death Game is made to be watched, if that's true, then who? Who is watching this?
Hey.
What's it all about, Monokuma? Is Killing Game really a show for someone? Who can say? Why don't you tell us we were friends during the trial? Again, Monokuma was manipulating you. He was never your friend.
You
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
well,
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
Well then,
And here's another question. Who are you really? Kokichi, a remnant of despair, not the mastermind. Then
incomprehensible.
who's the true mastermind? Is another remnant of despair like him? I'm not gonna spill the beans in a perfect tube you can see in your cliffhanger like that. Why, you are just too cute. What? Really?
Hey,
I understand Kokichi's plan, but why did you agree to work with him, Kaito? Why did you agree to kill Kokichi? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He's better off dead anyway. It's kind of hard to ignore such an annoying guy.
huh?
What?
Jeez.
I wonder how far ahead he planned this evil scheme of his.
What?
Yeah, killing you.
Don't screw
What are you
around.
talking about? You want me to kill you? I figured you'd react like that. Are you sure you're okay with that? If this poison kills me, then Maki will become the weapons, and her crime will be exposed so easily. If that happened, then Maki and I would have died for no reason, right? Which is just what the true mastermind expects.
What?
Damn it.
You?
Playing dirty. That's why you gave me the antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There are no debts I wouldn't sink to. Even if I had to sacrifice myself. Anyway, this is our chance. Our chance to end this killing game.
Ruin this killing game.
That's why you have to kill me, so we can win and ruin this killing game. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. We'll bring them down to utter despair. Anyone who can die can rest in peace. Oh crap, I'm gonna die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
Seriously crazy, dude. But you know,
At least
I wasn't.
wasn't born right.
That punk.
Then he blackmailed you by using me?
Nah.
No, I agreed to his plan once I heard the words ruin this killing game.
Jeez.
He was crazy, but let him come up with some crazy plans. We need a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I bet on that chance. I didn't have any other choice.
Damn it.
Because I'm out of time.
What?
Time?
Could it be...
You mean your health?
What are you talking
You said you
about?
were fine. You didn't have to worry about it anymore.
My bad.
That was a lie.
Huh?
A lie? It's pretty bad. Honestly, I'm at my limit just talking. No, it can't be.
But you know,
I wonder how this happened. I don't remember at all. My memory is I was fine during the medical exam for my training. If he was fine during the medical exam, that means
Could it be...
this might be the virus.
what?
Virus? I thought we were immune though.
If I remember correctly,
One of the plagues that caused our planet to crumble. A virus carried by meteors that spread across the globe. Holistic Academy, along with the rest of the planet, was in danger of extinction. Even though we'd come so far and tried to over so much despair, we almost wiped out in an instant.
could it
This
be...
must have something to do with that virus. Kaito didn't use that flashlight light, so we might not remember it.
But
Were we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't.
well,
Perhaps this virus was dormant when you were selected for the Gopher Project.
to tell you the
You
truth,
could have been infected the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently.
what did you say?
Kaito was infected with the virus? How could that be?
Jeez.
I know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed, huh? I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed to Kokichi's plan.
But you know,
When I found out about that plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
hey, so
Kokichi left me the whole outline of it. I freaked when I read it. It's a pretty good plan. I thought maybe it was a trick Monokuma. But I knew she would just see right through it in the end.
Huh?
What?
well
That's
done.
exactly how it went. Nice job, Shuichi. You really are something.
Well then,
Kaito, did you?
That's right.
I knew you guys would figure it out.
Got it.
That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed stuff up during the trial, I knew Shuichi would be able to see the truth.
That's my sidekick.
Just what I expect from my sidekick.
Why?
Why? If you knew I'd see through it, why?
Then,
If you knew it was pointless from the start, then you shouldn't have gone that far.
Ah,
No, it wasn't pointless. It ended up being a huge success.
What's that mean?
Why?
I mean,
Because this plan and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind?
got it.
That close to the true mastermind's lair. Behind the truth, there's gotta be a hint that leads to the real truth.
Huh?
The real truth.
Yeah.
No doubt that's why Kokichi gave his life.
but
You talk as if he was your partner. And you hated him so strongly before.
What?
Oh, I hate his guts. Honestly, I'm still pissed off at him. He made us go through so much crap to the end, and even beyond that. He was a lying sack of crap. to breathe, so please, can you?
Hey, so...
Can I ask you one thing? You want to ruin this killing game, but you kept saying how fun this game was. That's clearly a lie now. That was a lie. Obviously. How could a game that you're forced to play be fun? I had to think this game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself.
Huh?
You little... The people who created this game to toy with our lives, and the horrible people enjoying it, they all piss me off.
Shit!
That's why I'm willing to do whatever it takes to end this killing game.
Huh?
You just said that? It could have been a lie too. Probably just said it so I cooperate with him. Was it really a lie? I think his dying words might have been the honest truth.
It's a lie!
Simply that he's not the type to shed real tears.
But
I wonder which one it is. The lie or the truth? Now at the very end, I still don't understand Kokichi. Maybe that's what lying is all about. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Kokichi was the very embodiment of a lie. That pretty much has an explanation now, finally. I need to apologize to Shuichi.
Huh?
Me?
I mean...
To be honest, I was jealous of you.
Huh?
Jealous?
That's right.
Because you were always saving us, you know? Your detective skills kept us alive. You were just way too cool and I got frustrated.
My bad.
That's why I was so harsh on you. My bad.
That's wrong.
No, Kaito, that's not true.
Hey!
I was only so confident because you were there for me, Kaito. When you made me your sidekick, you said you'd take the responsibility. And that's why I can do all this. If you didn't take me back, talk to me back then, even now I'd be... Oh shoot, he's out of time. Oh, he's really out of time. Kaito!
Kaito! What?
Kaito, are you okay? He is not okay. How can I be okay? I'm about to die. You sure are, Bucko, because it's punishment time. Punishment? I won't let you.
I won't let you kill him.
You plan to get in my way? You know what'll happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you away from the start.
Indeed.
I'm determined to fight back for a while now.
Cut it out.
Stop.
Kaito!
I can't. I can't let you die, Kaito.
That's it!
I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're dying. I won't let Monokuma touch you.
What was that?
It's so funny.
Hey!
Oh, just thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. You know what I mean?
Huh?
What? When a life ends, those closest to it mourn. But if you could somehow recycle that life, then those closest to it wouldn't need to mourn anymore, right?
That's nice!
If we could recycle life, the world would be filled with hope. That's my point.
Hey!
What are you talking about?
Hey!
Alright, kids, time for your grand re-entrance. Wait. If they were alive...
Rise and shine, your son! With our powers combined, we are the Monocubs!
Oh, so your children can come back to life and my dead friends can't? How is that fair?
Huh?
Monotaro, not how you read it or spell it or say it, it's still Monotaro. But that's totally a lie.
By the way,
What's going on? I was going to spoil it more of you chumps before.
hell yeah!
Frick it if I know. Let's just join Mono them now. This sad sack is bumming me the frick out.
What did you
Now the
say?
Monocubs completely destroyed.
Hey!
Those old Monocubs were destroyed. These Monocubs are the latest model. Let's look at their factory settings, so words like they're brand new characters.
Thank you so much!
But who cares? Now that my cubs are back, I'm not lonely and miserable anymore.
What was that?
Not them back in a room like that. You guys are just as replaceable. Maybe not as replaceable as the Monocubs. Finding other people to participate in this killing game is easier than the Monocubs. Finding other people?
Oh well.
I know you what's going on, and only this me, but that's right.
Hell yeah!
You're so freaking lovable and crap, except Mono, of course.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey!
do you know what else this means?
Shing!
Now that the Monocubs are back, I got my Exisal entourage put in here again. Still wanted to fry me out? This guy's got the Exisals again. So what?
I won't let you kill him.
Doesn't matter. I won't let you kill Kaito. I'll fight to the end. Stop. You don't fight the exiles. You get killed, damn it. The remote control and the last electro bomb were crushed in the press.
No.
I won't give up. Makiro, enough already. I've never felt this way before. I've always fought to kill, but this is the first time I've fought to protect someone.
Huh?
I've never given a nickname like Makiro before either.
What?
You. I've never met someone as stubborn as you before. I've never fallen for someone before. Why?
What?
Lucky roll. Lucky.
No,
I want this to end. I just don't.
I won't let you
That's
kill
why I
him.
won't let you kill Kaito. I absolutely will not let you.
My bad.
I'm sorry. It's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. I'm fighting just to stay standing.
Hey, so
Akiro, I asked you before. What's your enemy? Before you hated yourself so much you didn't even like yourself a little. And wasn't that the reason you tried to distance yourself from others?
that's right.
You decided you didn't deserve to have friends, did you? That was your enemy.
Don't worry about it.
But not anymore. You're alright now. You fell for a guy like me. Now you can learn to like yourself. I'm actually starting to cry. Holy crap, man. I thought I didn't even understand how she felt.
Come on,
Don't cry.
man.
Can't you send me off with one last smile?
I believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
Kaito, I won't cry.
I'll endure it.
Me too. I'm gonna hold it in. Yeah, I'll endure it.
I...
Can't cry even if I wanted to.
Ugh.
Sorry about the wait, Monokuma. You can go ahead and start now.
Okay.
Can do.
Dong dong dong.
Oh boy, my first punishment time. I've never seen him before.
Hey,
Let me just say this to the true master and controller Monokuma.
get ready.
You better get ready. My friends are gonna lose to you.
Ugh.
That's all.
Please.
I'll leave the rest to you guys. End this ridiculous killing game.
Please do not worry.
We'll end it, so please don't worry.
Shuichi.
Shuichi, never forget, you're not alone. You have friends. Don't try to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The impossible is possible.
All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Thanks, Kaito. Oh, jeez.
Maki roll.
How long am I gonna cry? I should smile.
sorry.
I can't. It's impossible. I can't. Of course, I'm bad for making you cry like that. This is the first time we've ever seen her legitimately cry.
All right.
Let's end this with a bang.
I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the
Special
stars.
punishment suited to the luminary of the stars.
Okay, okay.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm excited to get this started.
Get ready.
Well, screw you. I'm not gonna die the way you want.
It's punishment time.
I thought the one cuss word was necessary. Hands off. Kaito's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. And this is a throwback to the century. The first one. The first ever execution. Not the one with Leon. The prologue. Blast off second ignition. Oh, it's going down instead of up. Oh my lord. How deep, how far down are you going? This is beyond the Earth's crust now. And it's space. How much deeper is this? Because he will... Now he's upside down. He hasn't got a lot of time. Wait! Wait! He died before the execution could take him! You badass! Wait, what'd that do to Kibo? Still dead, but punishment didn't take him. Oh my god! Not only did his illness take him before his execution did, he saw his dream, space, and he died with a smile on his face. That has gotta be the biggest middle finger to Monokuma ever. He went out like a true badass. Holy crap, Kaito. Kaito. And Kiba, what the heck's going on with him?
Right?
Kiba, you okay? You got hit by the debris when you protect...
Well,
I'm fine. More importantly, he's beyond livid. And honestly, you deserve it. Son of a muffin.
Hey!
What's the matter, Monokuma? Upset that Kaito won?
Eh?
What do you mean Kaito won?
Because
He died before the end of your punishment. Kaito didn't die from your execution.
Okay.
That's right, Kaito wasn't killed by you.
Yeah.
It was Kaito's victory. You lost. I don't know if you meant to do it. You certainly went out like stubborn. Can't say it as much as I want to. Whatever, it's not like it's the end of the killing game, so it's fine.
What was that?
It's not over.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, no crap.
Hey!
Ain't it written in those school regulations?
That's right.
Killing game will go on till there's just one blackened or two spotless. School regulations, so you're gonna follow the regulations, huh? The only reason you want rules is because you're showing this to someone. I
Well,
just want an entertaining killing game, but you're certainly entitled to your opinion.
That's wrong.
That's enough. Enough of your— oh my heck! You have not a clue how bad I want to read that. Good on you, Saihara. But I can't read it, not because of my vows. That's enough. Enough of your crap, Monokuma. I made a promise to Kaito. I will end this killing game. I give Kaito's death meaning. I swear I will keep my promise.
You're right.
I'm not gonna let anyone else die. Who's even gonna play that game anymore? It's already over. You could cut this tension with a knife. What's everyone talking about anyway?
Well, actually,
It feels like we stumbled into the last act. I don't know what's happening at all.
Pops!
Pops, Phyllis, want to help us out? Monosuke's acting nice. He's looking up for brownie points.
you're so
I just can't help myself around the cute little cubs. Gather around, kids. Spend a whole month telling you about what you missed. Whole month? Won't it take longer than the whole chapter?
my widow.
I'll tell you all about it while I smother you in hugs and kisses. Kids, go ahead and wait for me at home.
So long, farewell!
I don't even know what I just read right now. Honest to God. Want to stay behind because I want to give you all the reward for working so hard.
Why,
You don't want it. Just go away.
You're really
By the way, I don't know where you got the idea that this killing game can be stopped. There's nothing a participant can do to end this killing game. No way. Nuh-uh. This game's gonna keep going for a long and long time. During his reign, Monokuma took out.
huh?
The flashback lights? Wait! What are you doing? What'd you just do?
what?
Is that a flashback light just now?
Could it be?
Is it broken? I don't feel like I remember anything. This flashback light is a special effect. You'll remember soon enough. You'll remember that despair is the only choice you have. And that hope doesn't exist here at all. The killing game will never end. And Monokuma left. Because the killing game would indeed continue. Declared there is no hope. Highly doubt that, buddy. I've been a participant in this killing game longer than you know. Anyway, that's how we're going to end this episode off. If you guys want to see the final chapter, chapter 6, as soon as possible, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.